I'm asking you to tell me where this line hits the y-axis. Like do you see that's a little bit bigger than 9? It's a little bit up from 9,
Yeah.
but it's not halfway between 9 and 10. Could you estimate what that is?
Maybe a 9.2.
9.2. Yeah, and that's good for me. Okay. So the y-intercept is 9.2. Right. The next thing we want to do here is find the slope. So we choose 2 points that hit the graph really, really nicely, meaning on the gridded plane. Do you see how these ones in blue hit really nice on the gridded plane?
Mm-hmm.
Now we need the ordered pairs for each of those. So can you tell me the ordered pair of this first one?
At 9, 1.
Okay, so it's 1, 9. So the x comes before the y.
Oh, right.
And then how about this other one, b?
Oh, that's 8, 8, 7.
8, 7. Good. Okay, now do you remember the slope formula from the other day? I think we did slope formula.
Slope formula. It's oh yeah, that.
All right, so it's y2, meaning the second y minus y1, the first y, x2, the second x minus x1, the first x. So it's sometimes a good idea to label these.
All right. So you want me to write it down?
Yeah, I want you to tell me the slope. Give me calculate the slope here. Put the
Okay,
numbers in.
So it's 7 minus 9 over 8 minus 1.
Yeah, and that's -2 over 7. Right, so that's the slope. Okay, now the reason you need the slope is because you need both of these for the equation. Okay, so you write the equation, you write y equals, instead of m, what do you replace m with?
-2
over 7.
Yeah, over 7.
And what about b? What do you replace b with?
9, 9, 2.
9.2. Yeah, so you write
9 point.
Yeah, -9/7 x plus 9.2.
You write it like a comma.
It's a decimal point, so it's like a dot.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 sec.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Let me know when you get all this down. We do want to move on to another problem here.
All right, it's down.
Great. Okay, so for the next problem, it's really the same recipe. I'm going to make the graph a little bigger here. So we need 2 things. We need the y-intercept. We need the y-intercept and we need the slope. Okay, so the y-intercept is where this line hits the y-axis. Where does it hit the y-axis? Like, if you look real close, it's not 10, it's not 12. It's somewhere in the middle, right? Where does that hit there on the y-axis?
On a 10, 0, 10.
It's a little bit above 10. 10 would be, it's hard to see, but 10's that dot that I made there. And the next line is 12. So it's somewhere between 10 and 12.
All right, so maybe a 10.3.
That would be true if this next one were 11.
Oh, so
like
it's 11.
it's, yeah, it looks like it's 11. Yeah, I would say 11's a good guess there. Okay. So that means your B value is 11. To find the slope, again, you just pick two nice points. You look for ones where it crosses like kind of perfectly. Maybe there, that looks good. Okay. And then you label those two ordered pairs. So what's that first ordered pair A?
First order. It's at 112.
112. And how about B? Where is that one at?
416.
Good. Really good. Slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'd like you to calculate the slope for us, please.
Calculate the slope. It's 16 minus 12 over 4 minus 1.
Okay. Give me a final answer for slope.
Oh, so 4 over 3.
4 over 3. Good. Okay. So we need a B value, and we have that. We need a slope, and we have that. We can put those numbers into this equation. So it's y equals, what's the slope?
Y equals 4 over 3.
4 over 3. Okay. X plus, what's the B value?
The B value. It's 11.
It's 11. Very good. All right. So there's your answer to number 2. All right. So we're going to skip 3 and we'll go to 4.
Wait, why skip number 3?
3's like 1 and 2. I want to make sure we get a couple of each type. We can come back to it.
Alright.
So what's different about this graph is that it's going down and to the right. Okay, but you still do the same thing. Exactly the same thing we did. Y equals mx plus b. You have to find the b value, which is where it crosses. I think that's been the hardest part for you so far, is figuring out like where does that hit. So the line in between there, I know it's hard to see this line in between. That's 9. So that red dot is between 8 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
What's a guess for that?
It's about I think maybe it could be a 9. Wait, no, it's not.
Nope, 9's the next line. It's definitely not 9.
So it's maybe an 8.0, 8.1.
It's kind of between 8 and 9, like closer to the middle.
We usually don't do this. We usually just pick the closest to the number. Either it's 9 or an 8.
Well,
we
but
don't do
it's
points.
right in the middle. I mean, it's
Yeah, I guess
definitely
an
not
8.5 then.
8.5. 8.5. Like, I'm not trying to be hard on you here. But it's definitely not on the line. So let's go with 8.5. All right.
Oh, boy.
Now this one, like I've been picking the points, and all I'm doing is just looking for a place where I feel like it really hits pretty well on the lines. I'm not using the dots that are given, just picking nice ones. Okay, so can you give me those two ordered pairs, please?
All right. So A is 3, 3, 7
Good. And B?
is 5, 6.
Good. Want you to calculate the slope for me, please.
All right. So it's 6 minus 7 over 5 minus 3.
Okay, what's the final answer for that?
1/2 or 1/2.
Nope, nope, you said it right though. You said 6 minus 7, 5 minus 3. This is correct, but the next thing you told me is not. Try it one more time. The graph is going down and to the right. That means the slope is negative.
Oh, so -1/-2.
-1 over +2, yeah. Or -1/2. As long as you have these numbers right, that's good enough. Okay. Now, do you remember how to write this as a decimal?
As a decimal. No.
Okay. So this is -0.5. Okay. So I want you to write your equation, your final equation with your B value and your M value, please.
B value, man. B and M.
Yes. Give me the final equation. Give me the equation that goes in this box here.
So add B in the answer to the.
So, okay, let's go back and look. So in the previous problem, the B value was 11 and the slope was 4/3. I'm asking you to tell me the final equation. Basically just asking you to tell me what goes in the box here. What's the value of M? What's the value of B? Tell me the value, tell me X and so on.
All right. So Y equals 0.5.
What is the slope?
Oh, -0.5.
-0.5. X.
Plus 8.5.
Good. Very good. Okay, so it's just to summarize, two quick things. If the line goes up and to the right, it always has positive slope. If the line goes down and to the right, it has negative slope.
Mhm.
All right, so let's look at number 5. We will come back and do 3 next. Just want to make sure we get 2 positives and 2 negatives in here. All right, give me the B value. Where does this cross the y-axis?
What cross the y-axis?
Where does it cross the y-axis?
A.
I'm sorry, what number are you try one more time? I didn't quite understand.
Where does A? What is A?
No, where does it cross? Where does it cross the y-axis?
8.
Yes, B is 8. Okay, and see, that's close enough that, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's 8, maybe it's 8.1, doesn't matter. It's definitely not something else. It's 8's really good. So here are the 2 points that I would recommend using. Let's see, that one looks pretty good. And I don't know, that one looks pretty good. Okay, so I want you to calculate the slope for me, please.
Slope.
Yes.
So A is 10.6 and B is 24.
Yep. And after this, I'll show you another way to do slope that maybe you already know.
Mhm. Yeah.
What is your slope?
My slope? Oh, it's so it's 4 minus 6 over 20 minus 10.
Yes, give me the simplified answer though.
Oh, so 4 minus 6 over 1 minus 2.
Yes, Aiden, I know how to add and subtract. I'm asking you to do it. We can write it out. 4 minus 6. This is totally correct.
I was just waiting for you to write it down. I didn't know you were.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's one of the. So sometimes on Zoom I don't catch that. Yeah, I want the final answer. I want you to tell me what the result is.
Right, so 2 over
One more, it's not two,
2
try,
over
try. 4
2
minus
over
6.
10 or negative 2 over 10.
Yes, negative 2 over 10, good. And what does that reduce to?
Reduce
Yes, simplify.
2 over negative 2 over 10 1.
They're both divisible by 2.
Oh. So negative 2 negative 2 over negative 2 over 5.
You have to divide them both by 2. 2 divided by 2 and then 10 divided by 2.
Negative 1 over 2.
5.
I mean 5.
Yes, good, good. Okay, very good. Now, give me your final equation.
All right, so y equals negative 1 over 5x equals, I mean, plus 8.
Good, very good. Okay, let's go back and do number 3. So we're going to shortcut this a little bit because you've got the process down. There's a few ways to make this faster so that you don't have to spend very much time to finish this assignment. Okay, it's still y equals mx plus b. The b value here, so 5 is like 5 is between 0 and 10. The line is like a little bit below the 5. So I'm going to go 3. I'm going to just tell you the b value is 3. All right, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm going to pick these 2 places on the graph. This time, though, I'm going to draw a triangle. I'm going to go rise and then run. Okay, so how much up am I going? Well, each of the grids is 5, so it's 5, 5, that's 10. So your slope is really your rise over your run, and you're going up 10. This blue dot up to here is up 10, and then you're running to the right. How many? Looks like you're running 8.
10.
Well, it ends at 10, but you're starting here at 2. So 2, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you reduce this fraction. And you get 4/5. Okay, so now your equation is y equals 4/5 x plus 3.
Mm.
All right, let's do number 6. Probably be the extent of what we can get done tonight in our lesson, but can always pick up here tomorrow. All right. So for number 6, you got y equals mx plus b. Can you tell me the b value? Where does this thing cross the y-axis?
70.
70, perfect. Okay. Now for the slope, I'm going to draw 2 dots on really nice places where it hits there. And the slope is rise over run. Okay. M is rise over run. But sometimes your rise is actually going down. Do you see how we go down this time?
Mm-hmm.
How much down am I going?
2.
2 grids, but how many units is that? You go from 50 to 30.
I'll go to 53. So 30.
So
This
let's go
is
there.
confusing.
Okay, well, let's not do that then. Let's use the points. Okay. I appreciate you saying that. If it's unclear, say, hey, Matthew, I don't get it. Don't do it that way. Let's do the points. Give me the points for A and B, please.
All right, so it's 350
Okay, and B,
is 630.
good. Use the slope formula and tell me what you come up with. Give me your answer for slope.
All right, so it's 30 minus 50 over 6 minus 3.
Very good. What does this reduce to?
All right. 20 over 3.
Nope. Nope. What is 30 minus 50?
Oh, negative 20.
Over 3. Good. So that's your slope. That goes in for M. 70 goes in for B. Give me your final answer for this one.
So it's y equals negative 20 over 3x plus 70.
Good. All right. Now we're basically out of time here, but I want to show you how to do one of these and give you some idea of how to do it. It's pretty quick, but you do have to do one additional step here. So let me snip 10 in. Okay, so here's what you have to do. You have to draw a line of best fit. Okay, you have to like decide, is that the right line that goes through them? Whatever you think.
Mm-hmm.
You draw the line, and then you do exactly what we just did. You get the B value. You label the 2 points for the slope, but you have to draw the line. You have to come up with that. So for the rest of the problems, you have to make the line and then do the same steps that we just did. All right, so we're gonna stop recording right here.